In this video, I will show how to use the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient formula to work out this correlation coefficient. Okay, so to work out this value, which is going to be between -1 and 1. Remember, if it's a value of -1, that's a very strong negative correlation. If it's a value of +1, it's a very strong positive correlation. It may not always be a linear correlation though. So here I have some data looking at temperature and ice cream sales. Okay, so the temperature would normally be placed on the x-axis and this one on the y-axis. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write these values going down like this in columns. Okay, and then I will talk a little bit about what these variables d and n are. Okay, so n is just how many values we've got. So we've actually got 6 values here, 6 pairs of values, and d is the difference of the rankings. Okay, and I will show you how that's done. Okay, so you can see now what I've done is I've put these values as x and y's in columns like this. Now I've got 4 extra columns here and I'm going to show you how to use them. So the x rank, what we want to do is we want to rank the highest value in x as 1, and then the next highest value will be 2, and we're going to go up like that. So I can see the highest value here is 15, so that's going to be ranked 1. 14 is next, so that's rank 2. Then we have 12, so that's rank 3. Then it's 10, that's rank 4. And then it's 6.5, which is ranked 5. So I've got 5 things there, and these are the rankings here. Now this one here, again, I've got 5 things. I think I said we had 6 things here before, but actually we've got 5 pairs of things. Okay, so that was a mistake. So here again I've got 5 things, and again we do the same thing for the y. So the highest value will get rank 1. So 190 will get rank 1. So that's 1 here. 180 will get rank 2. 175 will get rank 3. 160 will get rank 4. And then finally 105 will get rank 5. Okay, so these are the rankings for the y values. Remember, the highest value gets rank 1. Now this d here, which is the d in the formula, is the difference. Okay, so what we're going to do is 4 take away 3. Okay, so 4 take away 3 is 1. 1 take away 1 is 0. 5 take away 5 is 0. 3 take away 4 is -1. And 2 take away 2 is 0. And the d squared is just this value squared. So 1 squared is 1. 0 squared is 0. We've got 0 here. -1 squared is also 1. And then we've got 0 here. And now I can use this here, this column here, to move on and complete this formula and find this value. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to find my values for d or d squared, and then the value for n as well, and substitute into the formula. So d squared, I've got the column here. Now I need to do the sum of d squared, so I need to add these up. So if I add them up, I've got 1, add 0, add 0, add 1, add 0. So that's going to be 2. Okay, so this 2 is actually equal to the sum of d squared. Okay, so I've got the 2 there. Now, what I need to do is now substitute. So 1 take away 6 times this 2, because I know that the sum of d squared is equal to 2. So 6 times 2. And I need to divide this by n. So n for us is 5. So 5 times 5 squared take away 1. Now you can just put this into your calculator and get the value. Okay, but I'm just going to simplify it a little bit first. So this is going to be equal to 1 take away 12 over, and here we're going to have 25 take away 1, that's 24, and 24 times 5 is 120. So 120, and you can see that this is going to be 1 out of 10. So this is going to be equal to 1 take away 1 over 10, and that's equal to 9 over 10, or we can say 0.9. So 0.9. So our value here is 0.9. So we've worked out the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, and the value is 0.9. Now you can see that this is a value between -1 and 1. Positive values will suggest that there's a positive correlation. Positive values that are more than 0.5, let's say, will suggest a strong positive correlation. So this 0.9 here is a very strong positive correlation for this data. Now here's one for you to try. So we've got here the hours of revision some students completed was recorded with their test score out of 100. So hours of revision here, so this should be your X values, and the test score here, so this should be your Y values. You need to work out the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient for this data and interpret the results. So say what your value means in the context of this data.